Hello everyone and welcome to the Always Ready podcast brought to you by HARMAN Automotive. Now this is a program for automotive product management and engineering professionals and enthusiasts where we dive into consumer-centric mobility experiences and discuss the technologies driving them and so much more. My name is Oisin Lunny. I help great people, companies and organizations tell their best stories through podcasts, through digital experiences and through events. And today on this episode, we are absolutely thrilled to have joining us Dr. Toshi Nakanishi, who is the Director of Product Management for the Connectivity Business Unit at HARMAN Automotive and specifically the Ready Connect TCU. So Toshi, I believe in your current role, you define and execute the strategic product roadmap and portfolio for HARMAN's automotive connectivity products. Welcome to the show, Toshi.
Thank you, Oisin.
It's great to have you here. So listen, before we take a deep dive into what you've been doing over the past year, I'd love for you to share a bit with our listeners about your path to where you are today. So like, how long have you been at HARMAN Automotive and what kind of work do you do there today?
Yeah, absolutely. First of all, thank you very much for this opportunity and great to talk to you and meet you, Oisin. Thank you very much. And yes, talking about my past experience at HARMAN, it's been 8 years since I joined HARMAN. I joined HARMAN Japan first 8 years ago and spent 3 years in their organization of engineering and then moved to the US as a product manager for business unit connectivity.
Fantastic. Okay, so let's get right into the meat of the topic, if you like. We're here to learn about some of the amazing products that have been developed and improved and launched over the past year. Talk to us a bit about Ready Connect and why was it invented in the first place?
Sure, absolutely. I'm happy to talk about that. Ready Connect is a TCU product suite HARMAN develops for automotive OEMs. It's a product as opposed to project. Where OEMs spend many years and a lot of money to invent customer-specific features. In product approach, we did extensive market study to understand what feature and performance is needed for TCU telematics control unit products. We developed the Ready Connect product to address those market needs and customers' needs. We can bring the product with shorter time to market and also lower cost of the development to the market. Yeah.
Excellent. Win-win. I like that very much. So talk to us a bit about some of the biggest challenges that you came up against in developing the product and how did you overcome some of those challenges?
I would say most of the challenges we had and overcome was in the definition phase of the product rather than in the development phase. Because as I said, we did quite a lot of market intelligence survey, basically to understand what customers need for their future and also what strengths HARMAN has as an organization. We have great engineering experience in automotive area as well as in consumer area where Samsung has cutting edge technology. So we spent quite a lot of time to really understand what is needed for future automotive connectivity, and we made sure to include those key features and performance in our Ready Connect product. And one of the key benefit we made sure to include in the product was the upgradability of the product. That means we support both 4G and 5G in the same form factor of the TCU, telematics control unit. And that will enable OEMs to prepare for the future without reinventing TCU. So we support the latest features such as 5G and even cellular V2X, vehicle to everything communications in case OEMs need that feature. We also support Wi-Fi and Bluetooth and other advanced technology communication and positioning technology as well.
Phenomenal. So this is basically an all-in-one product. It's all right there, and no matter what the connectivity requirements, you're absolutely making sure that everyone is connected all the time. This is brilliant. Great stuff. But talk to us a bit about some of the functions and features, like new functions and features of Ready Connect that we are going to see at CEX. So specifically, I'd love to know about how you actually go about upgrading the product, and talk to us about scalability of the product, because it has this amazing capacity to upgrade.
Sure, sure. So last year, we launched the Ready Connect product with the upgradability between 4G and 5G. And this year, we are taking it to the next level with the industry-leading satellite communication capability. We worked with our strategic partner, Qualcomm, to bring the latest standard-based satellite communications to Ready Connect product. And we leveraged the product upgradability because we implemented the SATCOM capability in the same form factor as the original product.
Amazing. And do you have to do a lot of work under the hood, excuse the pun, but with mobile network operators and different partners from your ecosystem? I mean, that must be quite complex, that whole roadmap, if you like.
Sure. So we work with those ecosystem partners, including chipset suppliers, mobile network operators, satellite network operators, and we believe that we are actively also contributing to the future of connectivity. And that is actually aligned with our business unit's mission, which is to make transportation safer, smarter, and more sustainable.
Excellent. I love it. I mean, this might be a bit of a difficult question to ask, but are there any limits to the connectivity within Ready Connect?
I would not say there's a particular limit because we support most of the advanced features OEMs would like to have in the connectivity unit. We support 5G, we now support SATCOM, and then cellular V2X, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and precise positioning. So we pretty much cover, but we constantly monitor the market trend and customers' requirements, and we reflect that learning onto our future roadmap.
Excellent. And I have a few four-letter acronyms that I'd love for you to just really briefly explain to me, because it's the first time I've heard of it. So talk to us a bit about MIMO and GNSS. What are these things that I need in my life?
MIMO, or multiple input, multiple output, is a technology to increase the data rate of wireless communications. And we can increase the data rate by using multiple antennas both at the transmitter and receiver side. And Ready Connect can support up to 4x4 MIMO, which means 4 times higher data rate than single input system.
That is awesome, fantastic. Okay, I'm up to speed with MIMO, but talk to us about GNSS. What is GNSS?
GNSS stands for Global Navigation Satellite System. One example of GNSS system is GPS, well-known system. So you know it and you are using it already.
Outstanding, I love it. And I guess there must be a lot of interesting and exciting partnerships within the HARMAN Automotive ecosystem. They're already some of the world's best partners in there, but talk to us a bit about any new partnerships that are going to be actually extending the connected mobility that HARMAN Automotive is famous for.
So we have very strong partnership with Qualcomm, the leading chipset supplier in automotive industry. And we brought the latest standard-based satellite communication system into the TCU we are showcasing at CES demo stand.
Excellent. And speaking of the demo stand, I mean, have you had much of a reaction so far? What have people been saying when they come to the stand and they see the demo? What's the reaction been at CES?
They are very much excited to see actual communication done by our TCU with SATCOM capability. Because this is indoor setting, we are using a SATCOM link simulator. We have a functioning TCU with SATCOM capability, and we are actually sending and receiving the actual messages with that SATCOM link simulator. So the visitors at CES are actually seeing the real-time communication from the TCU.
Amazing. So this is great. You can actually demonstrate it in real time. I mean, are people surprised to see this? Because this is pretty cutting edge, right?
Yes, definitely. Yes.
Fantastic. Okay. And I'm going to invite you to take out your crystal ball for a moment here, Toshi, and talk to us a bit about future trends. What are some of the future trends that you see in connected mobility, and how would you say that Harman Automotive is preparing to meet those trends?
Automotive OEMs are more focused on user experience. So, for example, I can talk about an example of a gaming experience. They need always-on connectivity in the vehicle. They need managed QoS or quality of service and higher data rate in uplink because automotive connectivity and even consumer connectivity has been focusing on downlink data rate so far. But uplink is becoming more important than before because automotive OEMs would like to bring in great user experience to the vehicles.
Nice. Okay. Uplink for the win. I mean, that's absolutely fantastic. And where do you see kind of Harman fitting in here in terms of R&D, in terms of innovation, in terms of your ecosystem? Is there any trends that you see in that space?
We are investing in those areas to bring in the greater experience in the vehicle. We are actively working on satellite communications, as I mentioned, and the uplink is also important in that area. Yeah, we are also studying quality of service management to enable higher quality of communications and experience in the vehicles. Also, some of the OEMs are interested in additional TCUs, not only one single TCU in the vehicle, but they would like to have multiple TCUs to make the communication more robust and high data rate.
Fascinating. My goodness. So the only way is up. Cars are getting more connected, and the future of mobility is a connected future. Fantastic. So is there anything else that you'd like to mention about the show, or anything else you'd like to share with our viewers and listeners, Toshi?
Sure, Harman is working very hard to bring in the latest technology and also greatest user experience to OEMs and their customers.
Fabulous. Well, thank you so much for joining us on the podcast today, Toshi.
Thank you, Oisin.
Awesome. So viewers, I hope you enjoyed that discussion as much as I did. Thank you so much for joining us for this edition of the Always Ready podcast, brought to you by Harman Automotive. So for much more really cool content, great information, great interviews, all the good stuff, visit car.harman.com and indeed explore.harman.com for all the good stuff right there. And if you like what you heard today, don't forget to share it with your colleagues and friends, and do subscribe to the Always Ready podcast by Harman Automotive right now. Thank you so much for joining us.